Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you're having a good one. What's good, what's good, what's good? Woo! There's a lot going on. Yesterday was a big news day. Last night was a big news day. This morning is a big news day. So as you know, last night we got news that the SEC filed their appeal in the Ripple case. And they're seeking to repeal or reverse the judgment that XRP is not a security. Brad Garlinghouse came out and said the filing is insanity. It's an example of insanity. And I have to say, I have to agree. Gary Gensler is absolutely going out as the most hated SEC chairman, absolutely going out as the most vindictive chairman for sure. That's the only way you can describe this particular filing, is that he's being vindictive, right? He can't get his way. He's getting kicked the heck out. And now he's whining and crying and made a whole bunch of people that could lose their jobs over this file this appeal. Appeal should never have been filed. They should have taken 125 million, licked their wounds, gone back and figured out, why didn't we win? It's as simple as that. The $125 million says, all right, well, we'll give you a little something for your trouble, pat you on the butt and send you on your way. But you weren't going to get the $2 billion that you asked for because it was not an example case. That's what they wanted this to be. They wanted this to set the example for the rest of crypto and make everybody cringe. This was not about being right or being wrong. This was strictly about somebody trying to make an example of Ripple, and they lost. They lost. Big. You know what I mean? It's you didn't have a strong case to begin with. Had you brought the case eons ago, you might have had a chance. But you waited, and during that wait time, XRP became decentralized. A lot of things had changed about the technology, about the people in charge, about how everything ran, and XRP was jettisoned off to be its own thing. Ripple only controls XRPL, the ledger. So that case was frivolous by the time they brought it. But they still wanted to make an example. Another company they want to make an example of, Coinbase. I suspect that, week one, those cases are going to go away. When they say that there's going to be an overhaul at the SEC, they're going to rip out the stupidity and start hopefully putting in some pragmatic thinking, right? Not just doing things because the boss said so, although I think that's going to happen as well. It'll just shift focus, right? But those changes are going to be significant. Very much so. And these frivolous cases, in my humble opinion, are going to go away. It's as simple as that. So yeah, I believe Brad Garlinghouse is correct. It's a frivolous case. It's insanity. It's practiced insanity, and it's dumb. Plain and simple. You know what else is going on? Pump.Fun. You want to talk about court cases? Pump.Fun is facing a court case. What's the name of this company? It's called Burwick Law. Burwick Law is alleging that Pump.Fun was a part of rug pulls. And I'm sitting back and I'm kind of going, just thinking about how the whole process works. They could have a case, maybe, but it's another one of those. I'm gonna sue the developer because the document that was created looks ugly. You're gonna sue Microsoft because you don't know how to type a document, or the document turned out to be a contract and you don't like the contract, so you're going to sue Microsoft. It reeks. It reeks. That's what I'm going to say. It reeks. Could they have a case? Maybe. But you're going after Pump.Fun because you can't go after those people. And it's kind of like, I just don't understand what your case is. If you believe that you're involved in a rug pull, you can't don't blame the software that was used. Blame the people that did it. Don't blame the people that were paid, to to be in a commercial, blame the people that paid them. I can't stand these cases that go after, software developers. I own a software development company, so yeah, I'm a little bit biased. But if I have a hosting platform and somebody wants to put, naughty pictures of themselves on a website, I might not like it. But they're also not doing anything wrong. And as long as they're following the rules, it's kind of like, well, all right. Or maybe they're not following the rules. They didn't go get, the licensing or whatever it is, certifications, whatever it is that they needed to do something like that. And you come back and you sue me for what? I'm supplying a service. So yeah, I am biased in this case. And I am going to be paying attention to cases like this. I hope it gets thrown out. I honestly hope it gets thrown out. I mean, unless there's a mechanism that says that Pump.Fun is directly involved beyond just supplying the software, it should get thrown out. It shouldn't even be allowed. It should not even get to a point where you have to throw it out. It should just be rejected. Right? Unless they can show something like that, which would give enough cause, it should be rejected, in my humble opinion. Just saying. In other good news, though, everybody's saying that Polygon has been asleep for a while. Polygon has not been asleep. Polygon's been out there trying to work deals. Polygon just cut a major deal with India's largest telecom, Jio Partners. And I'm sitting there, or Jio, I forgot the full name of the company, but it's Jio, Jio. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, 450 million users are going to have access to Web3. That could be NFTs, it could be payment infrastructure, it could be a whole bunch of things, but they're going to have access to Web3 via Polygon. Polygon wasn't asleep. Polygon was trying to get things done, and they still are. Hat tip to that crew. Because that's not small. 450 million users? 450 million users. Stop there. Polygon just pulled off a coup. They released a joint press release. That's big. That's bigger than big. That's bigger than big. Something else that's going on the infrastructure side, VanEck. VanEck has filed for an on-chain economy ETF. A proposal for on-chain economy ETF focusing on crypto infrastructure companies rather than tokens. This move aims to attract institutional investors to blockchain-focused equities. Wow. Brilliant move. We're over here talking about D-pins and everything. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about investing in D-pins. That's what that is. But they're looking at who's got infrastructure that's supplying to Web3. That right there. That's a brilliant move. I'm all for it. Like I said, I think that following the inauguration, you're going to see a slew of ETFs just explode. People are looking for a Litecoin ETF, an XRP ETF, a SUI ETF. They're looking for this ETF. The Bitwise has 10 ETFs. You're going to be looking at a virtual smorgasbord of ETFs pop on the scene. It's going to be, did you follow the rule of law? Did you dot your I's? Did you cross your T's? Pen, please. Okay. That's what that's going to be. That is what that's going to be. And what does that do? That's going to be a far brighter light to the crypto space, which is going to force people to start becoming more educated on Bitcoin, on crypto, on blockchain technology, on crypto payment systems. You want to learn the basics? You want to gain a foundation? Go to Amazon, buy my book, Crypto Foundations for Building Multi-Generational Wealth. I've got another book that's going to come out probably in February, right? And it's going to give you even more, and it's based on the GMB3, Do your research, know your entries and exits, and invest deliberately. It's going to be big. So VanEck's new ETF has me like, I'm lit. I'm lit. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Then you've got Bitwise CIO predicting corporate Bitcoin purchases will absolutely skyrocket. And I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. You've got Bitcoin reserves, treasuries, things blowing up in terms of adoption for private companies and public companies blowing up right now. Blowing up right now. We should be paying big attention to it. Huge, huge attention. Huge attention. Because it's going to do nothing but get bigger. We're going to see more. And eventually, all those OTC transactions, they're not going to be able to be OTC anymore. And that's going to drive prices up. It absolutely will. Then you've got a Dutch watchdog. Wow, this is crazy. So, the MiCA rules have come out in Europe. And the Netherlands have approved. The Netherlands has approved 4 VASP licenses under the new MiCA regulations. It's not a small thing. Not a small thing. And there's a smaller exchange called Gate.io that's making noise. You want to know how they're making noise? They're seeing significant growth in their futures market. And it's bumping them up in status. Gate.io is actually a really good platform. I used to have an account there. You should actually go pay attention to it. No, they're not paying me or anything else like that. But I'm saying pay attention to their moves. You want to pay attention to the moves of centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges around the world. I also, me personally, I try to pay attention to adoption. Any kind of service that's going to allow for OTC transactions, right? Like my web hosting firm, you don't pay us and then we pay the vendor. No, when they host their website with us, they get all their money directly. They just pay us a monthly fee. So if you've got a website and you want to go crypto, PayPal, and credit cards, you want to go in that direction, give me a call. Reach out to me. We've got the perfect hosting platform for you. Fast, easy, mobile friendly, all that good stuff. Just saying, you might want to give us a call. Anyway, you know what we should do? That's right. We should get into the numbers. Get my notes out of the way. There you go. So who do we have reporting today? United Healthcare, but it's also a big bank reporting day, quarterly reports. So you've got Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, PNC Financial, U.S. Bank Corp, M&T Bank Corporation, right? You've got a whole lot. Bank OZK is talking out there. Bank First Corporation, Independent Bank Corp. It's another big banking day after yesterday. Now, mind you, all the banks that reported yesterday beat their numbers. So we could be looking at the same thing today. Just look at this new wave that's hitting the market today, and we can see something. So I'm very interested in that. Then we've got what's coming out today on Thursday. We've got U.S. retail sales, initial jobless claims, retail sales minus autos, import price index minus fuel, and more Fed speak. And tomorrow we get a lot of housing starts, building permits, that kind of stuff. So that's going to be big. Crypto Fear and Greed Index is at 75. Yesterday it was at 70. I told you it was going to go up. DeFi Llama, look at that. We're up to $133.9 billion in total value locked. You might as well say 134. That's the big deal. Then when you're looking at Bitcoin, we popped over 100,000. We popped over 100,000 for a quick minute, and we're back down to 99,171. Again, we're trading within this pink band that I have right here between 93,434 and 99,655. That's not a big range. That's not a big range, people. It really isn't. Right? $6,000 is not a big range, but we've been trading in this range. Look at that. From here, basically to here. Did we pop up and pop down a little bit? Yes. Here's our resistance right there at about 102,771. When we blast through that, we're going to hit a new high. I honestly believe if we blast through this, we're going to hit a new high. But it's been a strong resistance level. It's been a very strong resistance level. Look at that. It got set up right here. We approached, back down. We approached, back down. We approached, smack down, smack down. We busted through it this time, but as soon as we came back down, we tried to get back above, smack down. Try to do it again over here, smack down. That's why I believe this is, the resistance level, 102,771 about. That's the resistance level. So I'm looking for us to blast through that. And I'm telling you, we're going to do it. We're absolutely going to do it between now and the inauguration. But after the inauguration, we're going to blast through at least 110. And frankly, I think that the inauguration, right, the momentum from the inauguration, and then anything that he says during the speech could blast us to 120, let alone if he follows through and signs some crypto-friendly executive orders thereafter. That could be huge. Imagine if he signed an executive order that said no capital gains tax on crypto. That would drop a lot of jaws. That would drop a lot of jaws. Would it stick? Doubtful. But that would be big. It would just, that would be it. Looking at it from a big board, looking at what I would buy, there's a lot that I would buy. I'm not going to say it's confusing, but there are so many opportunities here. What was it, a day ago or so? A little bit, 2 days ago, Sol was less than 200. Now look at it. Yup. HBAR, Filecoin, Link, Aave, Doge, SHIB, Pepe, Litecoin, Cardano, XRP, ETH. ETH just a couple of days ago actually hit 29. Bitcoin under 100. BCH. You have so many choices. XLM, SUI. You have so many choices right here. So that's when I start looking at the numbers. Where am I? Right? Ethereum's, breaking at just sitting there at about what? 0%, year to date. XRP at 53.49% year to date. You can't tell me that's not huge. Looking at Doge is at 37. Look at that, 19, almost 20% year to date. Scroll down. Do you know what I want to see? Cardano, 26% up year to date. Next batter up. There you go. If you see Ripple moving, you better be looking at Stellar. They're Stellar, 47% year to date. Got to pay attention to both of them. And you just keep going down the list. Something else that we do. There you go. All I have to do is come over here and look at the losers. Let's see. What do we have for the losers? Let's go by percent change. All right. Losers. Yeah, top 25 losers. Never heard of that. No, grass is down. As soon as you go under 5%, you don't pay attention anymore. So that means the winners must be huge, right? The winners must be huge. And that's exactly right. Look at that. Going from 40% change, all the double digits all the way down. Double-digit wins all the way down. Even Gotius Maximus, double-digit gains all the way down. So then I move over here and I start looking at the GMBX factor, right? This virtuals piece, AIX, BT, yeah, they've been in the news a lot because it's come by virtuals, right? New all-time highs. GMBX factor of 0. The world is its oyster, apparently. Just like for Griffin. Same thing, world is its oyster. Same thing for this dude. I'm just going down the list. Look at virtuals, up 26%, 26.52%, GMBX factor of 0.35. That's only a small pullback. It's going to continue to hit high new numbers. Yes, I have a bag of virtuals. Fartcoin is up 24%, GMBX factor of 0.28. It's a popular meme, just saying. Keep going down the list. Even Algorand is up 20%, GMBX factor of over 6. Don't want to say that number. XDC network up almost 20% at 19.59, GMBX factor of 0.39. XDC is, I don't know what's going on with XDC. There's no significant news right now, right? Litecoin, because of all of this ETF chatter. There you go. A GMBX factor of 2.47, up 16.76%. This is no joke. Hedera Hashgraph up 15%. 15.83% with a GMBX factor of 0.65. Heck yeah, it's going to blow through their all-time high. It's going to blow through. I told you that they're involved in a couple of things. One of the things they're involved with that I reported last night, you know how they certify diamonds? Well, the world's largest diamond certification company out there, just partnered with Hedera. They're going to tokenize those assets. What? What? That's right. They're tokenizing that. Dog with Hat, 15.54% up, 1.74, on the GMBX factor list. Yeah, I think they're going to do it. And I'm just sitting here and I'm telling you, XRP up 15.369%. GMBX factor of, look at that, 0.07. It's about to blast through its all-time high. That's what I'm telling you. It's about to blow through its all-time high. So I'm just sitting back and I'm looking at this. Let's go over here. Let's look at XRP. There's XRP. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick. All-time high of $3.84. Right? That's the all-time high, $3.84. There you go, right there. $3.84 is the all-time high. Huh. Yeah. You start to look at that and you kind of go, holy moly, what's going on here? Lido is up. AI16Z is up. That's another popular one that's going on right now. So you've got a lot of opportunities. A lot of opportunities. Jitto is up. Just wow. Wow. You can almost close your eyes and throw a dart and hit a winner. That's what we're looking at right now. That's what we're looking at right now. Remember the GMB3. Do your research. Know your entries and exits. And invest deliberately. This is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, smash the likes. Tell your friends. Go to growmybag.tv/sign-up and become a big bagger. We're going to have another big bagger live video conference call on the third Sunday. We're still talking about whether or not we're going to do it on Super Bowl Sunday because it happens so early in the day. So we're still having that conversation. It could be really good. So I'm going to put that up as a poll tonight on whether or not we should do it on Super Bowl Sunday or the Sunday thereafter. Again, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv, and I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.